me.
After serving the last of his sentence, Cameron Poe is taking the first plane home to his wife and daughter.
Today's flight is a special one. We're populating Louisiana's Felton Penitentiary. These guys are the worst of the worst.
I see a lot of celebrities among us. I see 11 primetime lives, 3 Regents and Kathy Lees, and a genuine 2020 interviewee.
What you looking at, punk?
Nothing, I was just admiring your cage.
But one wrong flight
Stewardess, what's the in-flight movie today?
can ruin your whole day.
What happened? We caught the plane, man!
Welcome to Con Air.
Jailbird 1, you are not cleared for takeoff.
And nobody on this aircraft gives a flying.
Producer of The Rock. Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, John Malkovich.
Where are they going to land this thing? How do you feel about the blackjack tables?
On June 6th.
What's going on, man? We are back and we are live, and we are back with Retro Review Sunday, and we got a good little action throwback for y'all, and we are doing Con Air 1997. What's going on? Shout out to my retro guy in the background in the trailers. Wait a minute.
Yes, the voice.
Could you imagine hearing this nigga today? Like, man.
Oh shit. He can't even explain the movies that come out today. Like, nigga, I don't know what's going on.
Like, I don't need Scream walking around looking Ghostface, sneaking up behind Sid. Like, no, I'm good. You don't need all him now. Shout out to my guy, though, man. He was that guy back in the day. He ain't hurt the trailers, especially when you had these action trailers.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, we're going back to the times. This is the 90s. I'm not sure we've done a action review. I'm not even sure if I personally done one myself. Now that I think about it, maybe Heat was one. Outside of that, most of them been like horror, outside of retro reviews. But this is kind of our first little throwback action film. And this is one of my favorites back in the day. I was even surprised when Nadia said she had seen this.
Yeah, I've seen this multiple times.
Oh, yeah, man. Even I would watched it today. I was halfway not about to finish it. I like the movie, but if me watching it now, I'd be like, oh, man, hell no, this ain't. I don't watch this for the action. I don't watch this for no action. It's a good action film for that time, but I do not watch this for the action. Nothing in this points out and stands out that says, oh, you see that? All everything is just like the characters. The characters.
Yes, the characters.
Plot-wise, we're introduced to a guy named Cameron Poe, played by Nicolas Cage. He's just getting out of the military, getting back to his family, well, his wife. And he gets into this little altercation at a bar, and he ends up fighting these guys. Once again, I'm saying guys because these are multiple guys, and he's pretty much defending himself. Give or take, his wife is like, yo, let's go. Come on, man. We need to just leave. They are surrounding them, though, and it's like, my nigga, I just got out the military. I just pretty much coming off of shit. I'm like,
why would you want to? I don't think people understand how unstable military people are. Like when they first come home, bruh, they not all the way deprogrammed. And I hate to say it like that, but it is like we'll talk more about that when we get to The Last of Us. Cause
I'm about to say, because we damn sure ain't about to put no emphasis on this. And what this ain't nothing to do with trauma. The first Rambo, we could have kind of talked about that. We was talking about that. But this, hell no. He go through some shit, but they don't emphasize on that. It's a straightforward action. And once again, you don't watch this for the action, me personally, in this day and time. Well, yeah, he gets into this altercation and he ends up killing this guy. I'm like, damn, they treated him like a nigga in court. Like,
exactly. The unrealisticness of starting there. They like a white man.
I'm sorry, this made no sense. I'm sorry. You talking about this guy who just got out the military?
It made no sense for these people to wait on him to beat him up. Like, what do y'all had nothing to do? Y'all had nothing. I understand this is a small town, but y'all had nothing to do.
Don't give me the whole they drunk or whatever. It's like, give me more with this plot. But we had to get something. This movie is kind of crucial. A little brutal. The fact that you got a man coming home and then sending his ass right into jail because Once again, they treat him like a nigga in court. They like, I don't care if you was in the military. I don't care if you defended yourself. You are basically a weapon of mass destruction, and you out here, you don't need to be out here in these streets.
He got the Super Predator title real quick.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. That man has got his hands, deadly hands. He kills people with his hands. He don't need no weapons. He don't need to be in society. Like, damn. So Cameron ends up going to do some time, and this is when he does find out that his wife was pregnant, and this is in the midst of him. We kind of get a montage of him talking to his daughter in the midst of him doing his time. We get him with riots or whatever. He don't want to be involved. We got him and his daughter having her first birthday.
He's trying to get out for good behavior. He like, I'm here because I did what I did, but damn it, y'all, I'm not about to be institutionalized. Like, he stayed sane and calm.
Yeah, because, he came out the military. It ain't like he's a criminal or a bad guy. Once again, he got caught up in the situation, so he's basically just trying to do his time the right way. He has morals and principles. So, in the midst of this, though,
Southern accent. Yo,
he's supposed to be from Louisiana, right?
No, Mobile, Alabama.
Oh,
but like, Brad, he sound like Forrest Gump. It was like, did he use Forrest Gump as a reference? Because it's
maybe he did.
Where was Forrest Gump set? Was that set in Alabama too, or was that Louisiana?
Nah, because we do got Bubba in here, and so Bubba must have been typecast around this time, because it's like, we got to get you with this white guy and make sure you got to be the one either being befriended, being shot, being left. Y'all remember that in Forrest Gump? They left Bubba in the forest, but he didn't leave him. But he died in the army. And on here, he need his insulin. Lo and behold, though, he got his white knight. I'm just saying, they had my boy typecast out here back in the 90s, man. It's like, wait a minute now, is this a coincidence?
No, it's the 90s.
So the Bubba didn't die, and he came back and tried to go after Forrest, and he got locked up because of the whole shrimp company. But I thought Forrest looked out for his family. I don't know. Anyway, man, I'm just messing. I just tripped off there, and I thought about that. I was like, wait a minute, why they got my guy? Anyway, Cameron Pope does end up getting probation, and this is kind of where we get into our full-on plot, because the main thing with this movie is these guys taking over this plane. Cameron Pope, though, '90s action films. I guess me and the whole thing with the guys taking over the plane, I'm like, okay. And the plane they taking over is a transport plane, and they taking some of the most violent criminals, and this is this guy's plane called Vince. I'm not sure if he's a cop. I think he's just, I'm not sure who he was. I know he was the guy over the plane, though. That was his plane. I wasn't exactly sure who he was. But things get interesting when we kind of get our introduction to our guys who's getting on the plane. One thing I got to get a movie credit for is giving us a good villain. Cyrus the Virus, played by John Malkovich, man.
Oh, hell yeah. He played the hell out of this part.
Yeah. I feel like he had to be one of those people that might have been even improv himself.
Oh, I'm going to get to some improv parts where I think they true.
Shout out to Big Range, Diamond Dog. We got that Black Revolutionary right here. A man had a book he wrote in prison. It was a New York bestseller. Said they was about to do a movie with Denzel possibly being in it. And this is them talking in the movie, not a real movie with him. Yeah. But shout out to Big Range. And this might be coming out Plump Fiction. So he definitely had to get, them cards back. He had to come and play a tough guy. Not saying he wasn't playing the tough guy in Plump Fiction, but you see how that went down. Yeah, Big was around that time. He kind of was. He didn't even get kind of his name in the credits, but he wasn't as big at the time. They were just naming all the main white guys. Hey, it's Black History Month, man. Because he's the main character in this movie. He's one of the main villains. Cyrus the Virus ain't really accomplishing what he's trying to accomplish without him.
Facts.
Not saying
sound like America, period. Ain't gonna accomplish
But
it.
I gotta give this
without
movie
her.
credit because the way they did my boy Pope in that courtroom, I'm like, okay.
They came down with the hammer on him. Like, that was
Shout
like,
out the way y'all got
dang.
my boy Bubba dressed up in the do rag. Anyway, we got these guys pretty much getting on this plane, and this is where we get our hostile takeover, led by Cyrus the Virus. Y'all let me know if y'all feel like this is a believable takeover, the way this went about. I did
Not
try
at
to
all.
bring on.
Not at all. And it ain't even what they did. It's the fact that you knew who these people were and you didn't expect them to do that, period. Like, you wasn't just like...
I don't think they was because they didn't have no indication yet. Kind of came in where they
They are
and this is,
convicts.
I think even when they got an indication, this is happening way after they even got the plane now.
Yeah, they had... by the time they found the notebook and was putting shit together, they had already took over the plane.
Some more stupid shit. I'm gonna get to that, man. But the whole escape plan being pretty much led by Cyrus and Diamond Dog.
The last Mohican is burning, man! Oh, shit! Did you see that motherfucker, man? He's fucking haters to come watch this! Hey, man, get off my instrument! Open the door! Oh, my goddamn!
Say there was a disturbance, but everything's under control. Say it, or I will kill you.
Without me, you got nobody to fly the plane.
I never think that far ahead.
All right, I'm doing it. Just take it easy.
And if you say a word about this over the radio, the next wings you see will belong to the flies buzzing over your rotting corpse.
Sad.
Yes. Once again, I love the one-liners by Cyrus. He was always coming through with them. But that was kind of giving you an indication just, I guess, how smart he actually is. He's one of these smart villains.
Oh, yeah, they did give him a lot, the vocabulary that they chose for him. Yeah, they were trying to make him sound like the very intelligent, like, I mean, he was smart. I mean, they got the damn plane. Now, was the the execution of everything, and
hey,
you
I
know,
gotta give him credit. Cyrus said, I don't think that far ahead. I mean,
bruh,
we're gonna just go along right now and just go keep it moving.
I don't care what nobody say. Half a damn Dave Chappelle lines were improv. I don't care what nobody say.
More than likely, Dave Chappelle.
He was saying nigga way too much for that to actually be written in there. I was like, nah, this is just him talking.
Once again, we got everybody introduced. And shout out to Dave Chappelle playing pinball. He ain't in the movie that long, but I mean, he makes his appearance. He definitely makes a presence.
Yes.
But once again, Cyrus the Virus, that person coming in playing this villain, that's one of the things I enjoyed about the movie more than anything. Once again, it wasn't the action, it was the character.
Yeah, it doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Anyway, I despise rapists. For me, you're somewhere between a cockroach and that white stuff that accumulates at the corner of your mouth when you're really thirsty. But in your case, I'll make an exception. Guard Falzon?
We're going to Disneyland.
You're lying, Cyrus.
So are you, Vince. Oh, nothing makes me sadder than the agent lost his bladder in the air.
He was an asshole, too.
But I loved it. I needed somebody that I ain't even gonna necessarily I hated. Somebody I was just like, okay. I ain't saying I was cheering for him, but it wasn't like I was going for Cameron
Malkovich. John Malkovich plays Cyrus the Virus.
One thing I do enjoy though, man, they got to give us our hero. This guy, once again, has morals. He's not leaving nobody behind because they get to this situation where they do have to land the plane because they got to put some more people or more prisoners on the plane. And this is kind of part of Cyrus the Virus
get off
plans
and
too.
two come on or something like that.
Hey, what happened to your camera? Your camera froze on me.
Did it? I'm here. Oh, shit.
My bad. I went out just to make sure that wasn't me.
Uh,
Now I ain't got no picture of you. I don't know what's up.
do I need to go out?
Yeah, you can go out right quick just to make sure. Because, yeah, I went out just to make sure. Because, yeah, I
Alright.
just got a black screen with you. But, yeah, man, Cyrus the Virus. This is one of the villains that I definitely enjoyed, especially around these time in the 90s, where you kind of got cliche villains in a lot of these action films. You know, when Steven Seagal was doing what he was doing, he was whooping everybody's ass, and you would kind of get this cliche villain that ain't going to do too much and ain't going to give him too much of a problem. Same thing similar with the, not even going to say Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude had some issues. It wasn't even action. He was fighting. But Sylvester Stallone, you know, he had his films where he whooped everybody's ass, and you ain't really got nobody he got to go up against that's causing no issues. Give or take John Malkovich, though, him coming in playing this role, and Vig Rhames playing Diamond Dog, they caused some issues. And this wasn't going to be necessarily easy for my guy Cameron Poe, who's playing the hero. Give or take, it ain't like he really had major issues. I mean, he wasn't. This is the 90s. You got this guy that's able to whoop everybody's ass and get through crazy obstacles that he shouldn't be able to get through, being that he's just one guy. Shout out to another guy that's out here, Donnie Trejo. I know he's amazing out here. He's been in a lot of things. He's playing, I forgot his name, something, Danny 23 or some shit like that. But he's a rapist. Shout out to Cyrus putting them bars on his ass. A cockroach, white shit accumulate between your mouth when you're thirsty. Like, damn.
I mean, because honestly, there's no point for that type of behavior, period. There's no reason to ever,
even with being who Cyrus is.
Exactly.
He the worst of the worst, but he don't, like, nah, nigga,
exactly.
I ain't out here about to take shit.
Because
no woman.
honestly, you can never give me a reason that anyone should do that to anyone, period.
I might kill a woman, but I
was
ain't
about to say, I can give you plenty of reasons to kill somebody. I can give you plenty of reasons, but I cannot give you a reason to arse somebody. No, there's no reason for that, period, ever.
My boy Dave Chappelle, man, pinball, talking about, I hope you make it out of this and you got no hard feelings. Nigga. But in the midst of this, we do get somebody who try to come in and try to say today, we got an undercover. He was put on a plane before they started boarding everything because they got some little undercover operation they got going on the plane or whatever from the DEA. And this is this guy who's working with Vince. But he ends up trying to take over the situation once he see the plane being took over by all of these criminals. Shout out to Cameron. He trying to come through and save the day. He talking to the guy like, you in a situation that you can't control. You need to fall back. But this DEA agent, he ain't trying to hear that. And he ends up getting shot, knocked off. And shout out to Cyrus. If you was going to choose a hostage, disrespectful. If you're going to choose a hostage, you shouldn't have choose a too big Negro crackhead. Damn, man. 90s.
Right?
You ain't saying that shit today on and I love the way
crackhead an offensive word?
I mean, not that, but Negro crackhead is like, damn.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like Cyrus is necessarily racist. I mean, he is working with Diamond Dog, and I love Diamond Dog because Cameron tried to kind of ease in on him too with the whole race thing, and Diamond was like, I'm just waiting my time. But I love the way Dave came. I mean, Pinball come up to Cyrus like, man, you ain't mean this shit, right? Cyrus like, of course I did. Like, what you mean? Yes. I mean every word I say.
Absolutely. I absolutely did too.
And I'm with it. Like, hey, he ain't lying to you. But when they end up landing the plane, I think this is Carson City. Mm-hmm. This is where they got to get some of their main guys on. This is one of the guys that's part of the main plan. He's supposed to be the guy helping Cyrus, I think, get to wherever destination they're trying to get to and get some money or whatever. And they got somebody who's supposed to be driving the plane. Things get kind of interesting when we get a new guy coming on the plane, Gerald Green. You got all these mass criminals on here, big, crazy, scary individuals. And everybody's scared of this one guy coming on here, skinny Negro coming on here, because he's this mass serial killer or whatever. And shout out to Cyrus once again, pretty much like, hey, I'm good. It is what it is. Diamond Dog, though.
This nigga said he drove through 3 states with a woman's head on his, wearing it as a hat.
Shit sound like an Eminem song from back in the day.
Right. That is fully psychotic. That is fully psychotic. And I wouldn't want, we gonna leave him in his little cage over there. Let Hannibal looking motherfucker stay over there.
Shout out to my man playing this role, because he done been in a bunch of Adam Sandler movies playing a silly ass role. I think he played a lot of silly roles, but hey, once again, it's the 90s. He come in and got everybody shook, including Diamond.
Love your work.
It was the same nigga that was just stabbing a damn correctional officer in the neck with a damn handcuff. Now he's scared of this little nigga.
Right. With a handcuff.
But yes, man, in the midst of this, they have to get some people off the plane because they have, I think, like 5 passengers or 5 prisoners that's supposed to be also getting off when they land at Carson City. Why they putting some on? So they need some volunteers. My boy, he trying to go ahead and get off, but they need 5 white guys, not a black dude. Sorry, Bubba, you can't go with your white knight. So Cameron ends up trying to go, but he got morals and principles. He can't get off and leave his man. Then you got old girl still on here, and you got this rapist dude right here, as far as Danny 23 or whatever his damn name is, as far as this correctional officer, which is a female on the plane. So he got to stay. So he ends up trying to package this little tape recorder or whatever, trying to get him away or whatever. This is where pretty much everybody starts to find out City is going AWOL. And this is where we get the search of Cyrus's cell. You got my man Vince trying to tell everybody who's in there searching, don't touch nothing until I get back. Of course, nobody listens. Cell explodes. Not that they needed any more evidence to find out that the prisoners that took over the plane, but now he know they done took over the plane.
Oh, for sure.
Shout out Dave Chappelle, who's trying to rap to a female, where he's trying to move this it's the device or whatever that could track the plane, but he don't end up making it back on the plane. As far as pinball,
bruh, and the dummy that they like, bruh, what the they couldn't have sculpted his face better. They couldn't have sculpted his face better.
No, it's the 90s. We got time for that. No. This is Dave Chappelle, not Chappelle at the time. So it's like in and out.
Yeah.
But this is where we get our big announcement from Diamond Dog, letting everybody know if y'all chill out, we're gonna go to an island, sandy beaches and everything, drinks. Nigga, everybody ain't included in this plan. They just want everybody to remain calm. And shout out to Cyrus getting played too, because you were trying to play them, but you was getting played yourself. How we feel as far as Pope?
I mean, he was just trying to get to his daughter, man.
That's it. Love Nicolas Cage as far as Cameron Pope, because that's it. I see what y'all trying to do. I understand some of y'all doing life, but I don't give a damn. I'm trying to get home. I've been waiting to get home. I just got out this military shit. Then I whooped somebody's ass and killed them. Then I had to go do time. Now I just got out. Now I'm stuck on a plane with y'all. It's like, how bad is my fate? Like, what do I gotta keep going through? But things started to get suspicious with Pope, because it's like, something ain't right with this Negro. I did major time, and we got this yellow teeth nigga on here because I don't remember his name. I just remember every time he talked, they show a distance of his teeth, and they were all yellow, and I'm guessing that was giving the villainous of him. But anyway, he started to get suspicious of Pope and asking him, how much time you really got? Pope started talking in his Alabama accent. I don't think he understood me. He was like, all right, never mind. I'm going to go find out for myself. In the midst of this, though, the DEA agent, he ain't trying to hear nothing Vince talking about, being that one of his agents done got killed. So now he's going on a full rampage. He wants revenge, and he's going after the plane. But you got to remember, they took the tracking device out. So he's going to be going after entirely whole different plane, not the main plane that they transporting the prisoners on.
This is the plane, like, for all of this to actually have fallen through properly.
And them able to take out more than 2 times, I think. They took out 3 times, if I'm no, twice, as far as when they found out. Because the first time they didn't know. But the second and third time they knew. We got a whole bunch of characters on here once again. I forgot to mention my girl. Well, not my girl, but it's a prisoner that's acting like a female. But this a whole character on here. And I remember this nigga from Dangerous Minds, and he was playing a whole anyway, he's acting, you know what I'm saying? You got to bring out the acting. It's like, you ain't getting no Oscar for this. You ain't getting nothing for this. I ain't seen him in nothing since. Not just saying it. Maybe he ain't been in nothing that I've looked at, possibly, you know. But we do get our guys landing in the desert. And this is supposed to be the whole plan with Cyrus and them getting to this other plane. Cyrus don't see no plane. And my guy here like, you got to be patient, Cyrus. We're going to get to it. Shout out to Pope, because Pope able to sneak around and maneuver because Bubba need his insulin. And they done destroyed his insulin when they took over the plane. So that's Pope's whole thing now. He got to try to find this man insulin. And he got to try to give notice to the DEA agents and the people, the cops, where the plane is, so he can get to his family, because that's all he's worrying about right now. This movie technically could have been over a long time ago, because Pope could have got off and got on that bus, but once again,
very much so.
Morals, principles. He's a military guy. I love it though. While Pope running around trying to figure some things out as far as keeping his plane landed, Cyrus and them trying to figure out where this other plane that they can get on. Shout out to my boy sneaking off, because he already got something set in motion anyway. Of course, nothing goes nothing goes to plan. Everything starts to go crazy, but this is really when the DEA agents actually find out where the plane is at. So now Cyrus got to figure something else out. And this is where we get our good slow motion moments in action films. Cameron Pope had about 5 moments running away from explosions. And this is where we get Invincible Pope and an Invincible Hero. Where everybody else getting shot, he's able to maneuver around everything. No shot, not getting burned, nothing.
Exactly.
My man is good. And this is where we get our ambush at the desert, because the cops know everybody at, and Cyrus see them coming, so he sets a lot of things up as far as the prisoners, just to make sure they kind of get in where they won't be able to get caught. In the meantime, I can't forget this guy's name, but he's trying to get out. But Pope has tied something to this little plane, just like he tied something to the big plane, so he ends up getting caught up. And Cyrus set his ass on fire, alive.
Don't you tie a car to the plane?
Yeah, that's the car Vince ended up driving there, which he ended up stealing from the other DEA agent when he was arguing with him not to try to go shoot the plane down. And we got a big old massacre. Well, not really a massacre, but a big action sequence at the desert. Everybody shooting each other as far as the cops and the prisoners. Why are they trying to get this big-ass plane started back up, which is another big impossible task, because the way they landed the plane is like, how? Oh, no, we got some...
Ain't no way they could have pulled that damn plane. No way. No fucking way.
You got a lot of prisoners, and you got a lot of testosterone built up from doing the time or whatever, so they able to move.
Do you know how much a plane weighs?
I don't know how I didn't get a picture of this damn plane, man. But you got to see the size of this plane. It's no way. It's impossible. I don't care how many people they had. They could have had the prisoners. They could have said, let's stop doing all this shooting and bring the cops over here and try to see if they help us. And gag them, and they still wouldn't able to move that plane. But they able to figure it out. Not only are they able to figure it out, they're able to get the plane started back up, to get it lifted off the ground while they in the midst of shooting at the police officers as far as the prisoners.
It just got so ludicrous so fast.
It got crazy. It got crazy. And all in the midst of this, Pope is running around, dodging explosions. And he ended up getting back on the plane, making it. Because once again, this is another point where he could have stayed his ass off the plane. He could let them go. Like, I done tried, man. Exactly. I tried. I got to go home. But nah, he gets back on there because he still got his man Bub on there and the lady on there. And shout out to this nigga, man. Because in the midst of them trying to do all this fighting and stuff, this guy's still trying to get some ass. He is determined to rape.
Exactly.
It was like his whole plan was like, okay, now I got them distracted. I can do what I got to do. It's like y'all in the midst of escaping, you could possibly be I don't want you to be free, but I'm just saying. As far as the villain side. But yeah, Pope ain't having it. He come in and save the day. Because Bubba, we can't have no black dude come in and save the day. They got him crawling over the floor. You get off of her. Bubba Shrimp. But no, Cameron comes in whipping his ass in slow motion because I don't know, Nicolas Cage didn't have the fighting skills at times, so they got to make every punch like this.
With the wind in his hair.
Oh, yeah. You got Nicolas Cage with the long hair. This ain't the short hair. This ain't face off. It's got a blow. That's why you got the slow motion explosions.
Yep.
You got to be running with their hair flashing in the background. Once again, I didn't watch this for action. This is for characters. And this is mainly on the rewatch. I don't even remember if I watched it for the first. Yeah, I probably did because that's around the time. Just like now when I watch Steven Seagal movies, I do watch it for the action because I like to see him break some niggas' arms or whatever, and he do it in slow motion too. His big ass. Anyway, yeah, Steven Seagal. Y'all ain't seen this big gut Negro. I don't like it. I be watching these Vlad interviews where they be going in on Steven Seagal. They say he ain't a good person.
In real life. He really can't fight like that.
And I heard he got some shit going on with some women. We ain't gonna make this Steven Seagal though. I might still do some Mark for Death retro reviews. Hey, back then, we try to separate the art from this goofy nigga. Anyway, Cameron Pope and the prisoners end up getting away on the plane. So now Cyrus is pretty much don't know what else to do. His whole mission to get on this other escape plane pretty much went away. So now they got to figure it out. And this is where we get our helicopter attack choppers coming in. And this is where you got my man Vince trying to tell him not to shoot the plane down because you got Pope still on the plane. And you got some other innocent people on the plane because you got other correctional officers that are still on there. Well, God don't care. His agent got killed and he want to take the whole plane down. With some convincing, Pope ends up taking over the plane because Bubba is instantly gone and he dying now. And this is when this nigga really get invincible. I don't know if you remember the scene, but he starts whooping everybody on the plane.
He walked towards him, he shoot him, keep walking. I'm like...
Slow motion. My man shoot him and the bullet just happened to go straight through him. I'm like, oh, shit, this nigga, he's going to really turn into the Terminator.
Pretty much.
But once again, Cameron Pope comes in to save the day. He gets the plane. He makes them land it. Give or take, they were going to land anyway because the shit ran out of gas. Finally, we get some logic because I'm like,
and then they land the plane on the Vegas Strip. Which, I don't. If you ever been to Vegas, the Strip is right. The airport literally right beside the damn Strip. It's right there.
Flex. But no, I have not been to Vegas.
I was not.
No,
I was not. I only been there once. It is. That's a whole story within the story. So I ain't
shout out to all the chaos going on because we still got some little creepy elements in here with my boy J.L. Green.
Oh yeah, when he with the little girl.
Yeah,
I was like, man, she just a little girl. Don't hurt her. Don't hurt
the first time watching it. Now I will remember that because I'm just sitting there like, where are we going with this? We don't had all this shit going on. Like, I'd rather go back to the raping nigga. Like, take me back to him, because y'all got to chill with this little girl. Y'all done told me how crazy he is, and we just got him singing songs, and you got the camera angles doing the little creepy shit with him. I'm like, all right, I get y'all. Okay, I get it. Y'all could have gave him a own movie back then, especially at that time. He could have had his own little spinoff film. I'm not sure where they would have went with it, but we're going to talk about it because, I mean, they got a little cliffhanger at the end of this. But anyway.
I did.
I love the way my man E's back on there because they don't give us an indication of little girl either. They just get kind of making us feel uncomfortable because he come walking out with the baby doll in his hand. I'm like, oh, shit. Y'all say y'all going to do something off camera. Okay. But the little girl is good, by the way. She is fine.
Yeah, she fine.
We get them landing in the strip. And this is where all the chaos pretty much kind of calming down, but not with Cyrus the Virus and not with Diamond Dog. And shout out to the guy who they got from the other prison to come fly the plane because he has all type of driving skills because they get him to also drive the fire truck that they trying to escape.
Like, could you not pick a more inconspicuous vehicle? No.
Why even jump in the vehicle? It's a lot of chaos going on this trip. This is
right.
Vegas. That's blended. Ooh, I got one. We're gonna talk about my guy though, because he as crazy as his ass is, he was like, oh, shit. All right. But I don't like the way y'all did Diamond Dog because he was smart throughout the film, but then y'all got him putting on a fucking fireman coat. Like, okay, is this supposed to be conspicuous or something? Like, are we not supposed to know this black ass nigga with this bald head is not a fireman or some shit? But yeah, I mean, they trying to escape. And shout out to my guy Pope, though. We gotta remember that he does end up getting my guy Bubba off the plane. He gets in the ambulance. But Pope still ain't doing it. It's like you done saved everybody now. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You good. You done saved everybody. Not Pope, though. He still goes after Cyrus now. He's off the plane. The people he was worrying about are safe. Not Pope. He still want to make sure he catch these criminals. He ain't no cop. He just came out of doing time. And it's like, now I'm like, do you really want to go home, Pope? Do you really want to go home?
Right.
I mean, because Vince is going after him. As far as the other, well, I don't know if he's a cop. The guy that's over the plane.
I guess because he felt like they wasn't capable. Because he was like, y'all not getting the job done. I'm doing our work.
I mean, I guess so, man. Because I'm like, this nigga ain't no cop or nothing. He just came out of doing time just like them. But he's special because he's our hero. Give or take, he was in the military, so okay. We had this big, elaborate escape. Of course, the nigga got to go first. Diamond Dog was took out immediately first by a motorcycle. I let her scream. All villains got 90s got to go out like that. Some way, somehow, because they do my boy Mark for death like that as far as the dreads in Steven Seagal movie. I might have to do Mark for death, man. They got a little twist on that I like. They had twin brothers. I'm like, all right. But anyway, you want me to be honest? I forgot how Cyrus died. I rewatched this today and I did not finish to the end. I turned this shit off when they landed in the strip. Right when they killed Diamond Dog. Oh, the fire truck exploded. I think the fire truck just exploded. And this is, because we...
whatever it was anticlimactic because I can't even remember.
Because we got Pope doing a big slow motion jump out of the explosion. So he already had his runaways, but now we had to get him jumping because you get the hair in the background and his stunt dummy. Yeah. Because it's not Nicolas Cage, it's definitely somebody else. But my man come out on top, and being that this is the 90s, we got to get our good little music playing in the background, and of course we got to get his family coming with all the chaos going on. They can't stay where they at safe and sound. They got to come with everything going on to make sure they can hug them in the middle of the street with a fire and everything going on.
Yeah.
Because give or take, he hadn't seen his daughter yet because she was born while he was in prison. So, and we still get our good Alabama accent. He coming in with yeah, man. It's definitely a good little retro one. I enjoy it. Another retro review, if I do another one, is going to be Passenger 57. We doing Wesley. Now you talking about yes, I watched that for action and good characters. My man whooping ass on that. We ain't gotta worry about all this goofy slow motion shit. I still like Con Air though, I do. But how you feel about this, man? Outside of action films that you have seen, especially in the 90s?
I mean, to me, it's a cheesy 90s action movie, and I mean, it.
Good
I
cheesy.
mean, and you watch it, but yeah, it's good cheesy.
Because we definitely got a good cheesy villain as far as Cyrus the Virus. I mean, listen to the name, Cyrus the Virus.
Right.
What's going on here, Johnson? My bad. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh God.
I love him. So once again, man, you got to give credit to Cameron Poe because he not even being disrespectful, being that it is a man, but he still slapped him, being that he was being very feminine. So he's like, I ain't gonna be disrespectful.
Hey,
Johnson, man, I forgot about that.
That was dog called him sister.
What's going on, little boy?
Yeah,
y'all came in early,
good.
man. We about to get up out of here. It was good for that time, little boy. It's a good action, cheesy film. It ain't no good movie, man.
I mean, the premise was like it's just unrealistic, and I guess that's what it doesn't take you to a place where like, oh my God, this could really happen, and how you know what you know what I mean.
You know what? Now that I think about it, this nigga still getting typecast because he was being. I mean, he wasn't necessarily being saved because he still died, but in Final Destination, he still got to try to save some white. Like, man, come on, man. Y'all got to stop, man. It's like, did you read the script, brother? I get it. You got to get that money. I get it. It's all good.
Right.
I'm just messing because he's a good actor. That dude is a good actor. He done been in a lot of good movies. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know, too, about Bubba Gump, man. Do y'all feel like he was typecast in the 90s as far as saving Nicolas Cage and Tom Hanks and then dying? But he didn't die in Con Air. He didn't die in this, but he was still like the helpless nigga.
Helpless nigga.
But we did get Diamond Dog. He was. He thought about it. Oh, you good, little boy. It's all good, bro. I'm just messing. You already know. But outside of this, man, y'all let me know too, everybody in the comments, where y'all put this in y'all categories or in y'all rankings of action films in the 90s. You know, we had a bunch of the Sylvester Stallones, Wesley Snipes, Steven Seagals. I can throw Jean-Claude Van Damme in there. He had like Lionheart and shit like that, so he had a couple action ones. He kind of put me in the category of martial arts movies though, as far as Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yes, him and John Travolta. That might be one we might have to do. I gotta see, man. That's another one I might not watch for action nowadays because they got a lot of slow motion shootout scenes in there. Shout out the Face Off though. But and another unbelievable premise. It's like, so you telling me y'all could take this nigga's body, his face? Because all y'all did was take his face.
First of all, yeah, because first of all, yeah, they had to. Is that even possible? Like, because it's like transferring someone's. Watch Black Mirror, you will start asking yourself, is that shit possible to take someone's consciousness and put it in somewhere else? So
definitely not like this. Hell no.
Hell no, not like that.
Operation.
They was on Get Out type of shit. Like
even Get Out made it sound better when they explained it. Like, okay, yeah, that shit sound believable. These was just like, let's just take his face off, put it on his face. We ain't even gonna show y'all like we took their body enough. We're talking about John Travolta and Nicolas Cage at the time. You know how trying to be John Travolta was.
No, that's what I mean. They had to take each other's body completely because I was like, hey, you not just taking faces off and replacing faces.
And then the healing process. These niggas healed like 2 weeks later. Like, oh, I'm good.
What a scar! What?
Yeah, I don't know. We might do face off. I gotta see.
I think that I kind of think they switch consciousness because like ain't no way you just switching their face. Stop it.
But if we do, that might be. I gotta see because I want to try to get into a couple of black films, retro ones. being that this is Black History Month, and I want to do a couple of Valentine's Day movies before the month over. You know we ain't got but 28 days. Anyway, we're gonna try to do Clockers next. It was a coincidence that was on Peacock because I don't know what I was looking at and I seen it. I was like, damn, this on Peacock. So I say John Travolta. I like him playing a villain. I say John Travolta. Little boy, I might have to check it out, man. Cause she wasn't hesitating. She was kind of off. Cause she was like, he don't do it like this now. This ain't regular. But you remember his son had died, man. He was worried about his son. He wasn't in the man. He wasn't.
Man, the whole.
Y'all might have to do Face Off.
First of all, the whole thing about with the weird intimacy like he did with his kids, like just rubbing this.
Yeah. That's what was on all type of drugs. He was ready. You remember that case he had all type of. I might do Face Off. We gotta see, man. But yeah, we're gonna try to do a little Spike Lee joint. We're gonna try to do Clockers. I don't know if y'all ever seen that one. I feel like that's
why I was like, what is Clockers?
I feel like that's not one of Spike Lee's popular ones. People don't really talk about that one like that, but it's a good one. And I feel like it's not like a big murder mystery, but it's kind of a mystery because it's like a do you think he done it or do you think he done it type of situation. And you really kind of don't know until they kind of get to that point. But outside of that, it's definitely a message in movie. It's definitely got the message in there. Yes. It's got a good cast though. We got Mekhi Phifer, Keith David, Sticky Fingers, Fredro Starr, a couple of people from The Wire that you might remember if you seen them. But yeah, definitely one we're gonna try to do this upcoming Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. As far as Valentine's Day movies, I wanted to do Scream as one. 1996.
I mean, because as far as horror movies go, like it's only one Valentine. Besides My Bloody Valentine, and I'm not watching it again. Like,
the 3D one.
Yeah.
Oh, you had me forget about. I wouldn't mind doing that one. I hadn't thought about that one.
I didn't watch it in 3D. I watched it at home. So like it was
movies to see it in 3D. It was a bad decision, but it was for the experience at that time.
You know what? I saw one of the Final Destinations in 3D. The one where the dude drowned at the bottom of the pool. I think that's the one we were talking about with my guy Bubba.
I think that's the one because I think I went to see that 3D. That's one with the car wash.
Yeah, it's because they at the same time. One's trapped in the car wash and then he trapped at the bottom of the pool, and that's
a little disturbing. That one was, as far as that scene in particular.
And especially with it being in 3D, I was just like, I didn't need to see all this. I did not.
All right, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I might possibly do a live tonight for Mayors of Kingstown because I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but I'm trying to do BMF tomorrow, so I'm gonna let y'all know. We got season 4 predictions for y'all sometime. I'm trying to do it maybe. We got Last of Us Tuesday, maybe Thursday. I'm gonna see maybe Thursday because I'm trying to do it before. Well, shit. Who I see because You comes out this week, I think. So
I think. Hold on, I gotta look.
I think it comes out Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Wednesday. You said the 8th, right?
And the 9th. I think it's the 9th. Part 1.
Let me look on here.
I'm gonna have to see, man. We'll have to see, y'all. I don't know, because that's gonna already be out. So, because there's a lot going on as far as these shows.
It comes out the 9th.
And that's Thursday or Friday?
It's Thursday.
All right, so I'll have to let y'all know. We'll see. We might maybe do it Wednesday. I gotta see. So yeah, possibly I might switch up Mayors of Kingstown and do that tonight. And then I'm definitely doing BMF tomorrow. I got that for y'all tomorrow. The Last of Us, we got that for y'all Tuesday. Episodes 1 through 4. And the thing about 4, I know that's supposed to be one of the shortest episodes they already said as far as the night. So yeah, we had that for y'all Tuesday.
Okay.
Other than that, anything else you want to add on as far as our retro review of Con Air?
Nah. I mean, oh, we didn't talk about the ending, the little.
Oh yeah, my bad, y'all, my bad. We did have a little cliffhanger at the end. And there's my boy Gerald Green. He's out here gambling in Vegas. When everything done calmed down, they don't I think, cleared everything out. He chilling. Because if you can tell by his wardrobe, he done changed. He done got a hotel room. I mean,
yeah, he looked like he done had a shower and everything. Like, he good. And it's crazy because, well, first of all, he the craziest one. But it's like, I don't even know if they know that he's on there, because when he got put on there, they had already took over the plane, which I know they were scheduled to pick him up. So I don't
even, maybe they didn't care because they was like, we got these three niggas that took over the plane. Cyrus,
right?
Like, we worrying about him. We ain't even worrying about this one.
Yeah, he slipped through the cracks.
I mean, he kept on though, because even with Cyrus and them, they stopped worrying about him. They were like, man. But yes, we did get this little cliffhanger of Gerald Green, and I don't know. Did y'all want to see a spinoff? No, we will never get that. It's 2023. This came out in 97. But would y'all have liked to have seen a spinoff with him? Or maybe even a sequel with them maybe going after him? And them reaching out to Pope like, I know you with your family and chilling. I know you ain't part of this, but we need you.
No.
We need you.
What you calling him for? He trying to make up for the last 5 years that his daughter been alive that he ain't seen her. No, leave Poe alone. Lord, but yeah, the most dangerous criminal was just chilling.
But shout out to Gerald Green, man. He's still out here in these streets for all we know. But yeah, appreciate everybody that came through. Y'all let us know once again how y'all feel about this being one of those action 90s movies and where y'all put it in y'all rankings of action 90s movies. Outside of that, once again, I might do Mayors of Kingstown, and tomorrow BMF Monday, Tuesday Last of Us. Of course, Uncut Ish Talk this Friday. And as far as you predictions, I'll let y'all know. But the you review, we'll let y'all know. We'll see if we get through it this week, possibly this weekend, maybe. Outside of that, maybe. I say maybe, but more than likely be next week. Other than that, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Shout out to my co-host and Dia for coming through and joining me. I appreciate it. Other than that, we out.
Hey.